audiovisual technology, meaning and scope. Let's have an overview of the content. Today is the age of science and technology. Everything is impacted by technological advancements and the development and its delivery. The teaching learning programs have also been affected by it. The combination of education and technology has been considered the main key to human progress. Technology will play a huge part in both the development and delivery of future education programs. The highest level of change occurring in relation to information technology and education is in the way teaching is increasingly being seen as occurring via the medium of technology rather than utilizing technology as an additional extra in the classroom. Educational technology is the application of modern skills and techniques to the requirements of education and training. It uses a technical device or tool to enhance instruction. This can include audio, visual and digital media and should not be limited to computers, computer peripherals and related software. Of all these, audiovisual technology is the most common and the most important. They are also known as instructional aids or teaching aids. Information technology requires teachers to learn new sets of skills. The process of teaching learning depends upon the different type of equipment available in the classroom. They are known as teaching aids. Teaching aids are of different types: visual aids, audio aids and audiovisual aids. In simple terms, these aids are extension agents that help in facilitating communication when interacting and in teaching learning process. After the use of training films and other visual aids during World War II, audiovisual technology gradually developed in sophistication and its use became more widespread in educational establishments such as schools, colleges, universities, museums and galleries. Now, let us see how to select the appropriate aid. Audiovisual aids in the classroom can enhance teaching methods and improve student comprehension. Effective communication emphasizes the teacher's role in terms of selecting the course content and also in integrating the course content with appropriate material. All these materials are complementary and supplementary to the course content. Visual and other aids are only effective if they are appropriate to the situation and are used properly by the presenter. Unsuitable aids or ones that are not used properly can at best distract and at worst mislead the audience. So, the following principles may be followed to consider with the use of any visual or audiovisual aids. Let us see the principles. Select the most suited aid for communication. The use of aid should be meaningful and purposeful. The aid should be selected according to the location, the composition and size of the audience. They should motivate the learner as well as the teacher. Teaching aids used should be simple but meaningful. They should have specific educational values besides being interesting and motivating. The aids should be selected according to the age of the learners. They should have specific education values and should help in the realization of learning desired objectives. They should be accurate in all respects. The message should be conveyed properly. They should assist, complement and supplement what the presenter is doing. Make sure that the audience will be able to see and hear clearly using the aid. Aids used should be simple. Practice using the aids beforehand. Teachers should carefully visualize the use of teaching aids before their actual presentation. Where projector aids are used, it is important that the presenter is fully accustomed to use the equipment. The aids should be displayed properly so that all the students can see it, observe it and can derive maximum benefit from it. The person using the equipment should guide the students to respond actively to the audiovisual stimulus so that they derive the maximum benefits in learning. Use of aids should be such that it is up to date according to the revolution in technology. They should be easily portable and at the same time simple and cheap. Now, let us see the history of audiovisual aids. The history of the use of audiovisual aids came to be traced back to the 15th century. A Dutch humanist, theologist and writer, Erasmus, disclosed that memorization is a very effective technique in learning. He advocated that the children should learn through aids of pictures or other visuals for easy memorization. Later in the early 17th century, John Amos Comenius prepared a book known as Orbis Sensilium Pictus. Orbis Sensilium Pictus meant the world of sense objects. The book contained nearly about 150 pictures on aspects of everyday life. This is considered as an illustrated book for children's education. The term visual education was first used by Nelson Greens in 1926. During its start, there were 4 revolutions identified in education. They are: number 1, education from home to school; second, written word as a tool of education; third one, invention of printing and use of books; next, use of electronic media like the radio, TV, tape recorder, computer, etc. in education. Audiovisual aids are anything by means of which learning process may be encouraged or carried on through the sense of hearing or sense of sight. Audiovisual aids have become important medium of communication. Audiovisual aids are of various forms. Some say they are broadly of 2 types, some say of 3 types, still others say of 4 or 5 types. But the materials or audiovisual aids that are used at the primary level may be classified into 3 major categories. This classification is based on the learner's sense organs that are influenced by the aids. If a person wants to convey a message to another person or a group of people, the communication will be much more effective with the use of audiovisual aids. The aids that involve the sense of hearing or are those which can be heard are called audio aids. Auditory learners focus more on the spoken word rather than the written one. They hear taped recordings of lectures and pick up on the speech nuances such as tone and pitch. Computers with speech recognition devices will also help auditory learners to process and retain information better than just reading from a textbook. Students with hearing disabilities will also benefit from teachers who use microphones while lecturing. Some of the commonly used audio aids in classroom include radio, MP3 player, tape recorder, gramophones, Walkman, headphones, etc. Now, let us see the advantages of audio aids. Audio aids are usually inexpensive broadcast equipments compared to video or audiovisual aids. Helps in reviewing a lesson if recorded. They are very effective in specialist roles, can be used to supplement a lesson, easy to use. At the same time, there are also disadvantages in using audio aids alone. They can be used only for a short duration. They need specialist recording skills and can be time consuming. They are also less interesting when used alone. Record players or gramophones are used when some songs or poems, chorus, prayers, etc. are to be presented. Other programs can be recorded from radio and if possible from television programs also. Audio aids help in developing the listening skill. The tapes can be used again and again. Listening to a radio program needs prior training in listening skills. The learners are to be guided properly before they listen to a radio program, as radio programs cannot be repeated unless they are immediately recorded. Radio programs are of two types. One type of radio program is called education radio broadcast, which provide scope for participation of teachers and students. They also supplement school activities. The second category of radio programs are those where a general discussion on social issues, health and diseases takes place. Let's have a discussion on visual aids. The aids which use sense of vision are called visual aids. They are helpful to visualize things. Some of the commonly used visual aids are actual objects, models, pictures, charts, maps, posters, graphs, newspaper, flashcards, flannel board, bulletin board, chalkboard, opaque projectors, overhead projector, slides, graphic aids, three-dimensional aids, print materials, etc. Out of these, blackboard and chalk are the commonest ones. Visual learners understand meaning through graphic portrayals such as charts, illustrations and diagrams. The visual aids are used for summarizing, comparing, contrasting or performing other services in explaining a particular subject matter. Let us see the advantages of visual aids. They are: the use of visual aid stimulates attention and arouses interest in the learner, results in colorful, realistic reproduction of original subject. It provides outline for materials covered in any subject matter, useful for larger groups. It creates an aesthetic or atmospheric effect. It is self-explanatory and conveys the message quickly. In language learning, visual aids are helpful in developing language skills such as speaking and writing, as they stimulate learners' sense of sight. Visual aids are classified into categories such as that do not involve electronic equipments and those that involve aids which are well integrated with machines or electronic equipment. The first category involves equipments like chalkboard, pictures, posters, flannel boards, charts, photographs, maps, the globe, graphs, objects, specimens, models, puppets, materials made from clay and textbook illustrations. The second category involves equipments like overhead projector and silent motion pictures. Film strips and transparencies are widely used in classrooms in almost every country. Sometimes it becomes important to use these aids when demonstrating a point, a fact, an idea or a process. Slides have additional advantage of since it helps display visual images that cannot be drawn or displayed in a blackboard. Film strips are accompanied by self-contained teaching notes. Audiovisual aids. The aids which involve the sense of vision as well as hearing are called audiovisual aids. Audiovisual aids are multisensory materials which motivate and stimulate the individual. It makes dynamic learning experience more concrete, realistic and clear. The examples of audiovisual aids include television, film projector, film strips, etc. These equipments help in the process of learning, that is motivation, classification and stimulation. The advantage of audiovisual aids over the other two are: they are compact, they are helpful in capturing and sustaining attention of students, arouse interest and motivates students to learn, helps in saving energy and time of both the teacher and the student, inexpensive when quantity reproduction is required, they provide a near realistic experience, useful in for education of masses. Now, let us see the scope of audiovisual aids. Education is an important ingredient of national development. Throughout the history, technology and related equipments have been a dominant factor for initializing and accelerating human progress and development. Similar is the case with audiovisual aids. Audiovisual aids are both complementary and supplementary in nature. Sometimes these aids extend the scope of a topic, and sometimes they enrich or strengthen the presentation of the content made by the presenter or teacher. The scope of audiovisual aids include a wide range of materials and techniques, each of which has an important contribution to the teaching process. The spectacular growth of knowledge in recent years has also rendered the conventional methods of teaching somewhat inadequate. The need for extensive use of audiovisual aids springs from the realization of the fact that teachings supplemented by sight and sound facilitate and enriches the learning process. The audiovisual aids make the best expertise available to the student in the institution, which cannot attract even teachers of higher caliber. Not only this, these aids can be repeated again and again. Words, whether written or spoken by a teacher, cannot and will not provide adequate learning experience for a student. There should be something that supplements the teacher's words. Educational problems are diverse, so are the solutions. Solution might be to provide resources in the classroom, to distance education, or using technologies to facilitate communication. Visual aids are very helpful in this regard in the form of pictures, flashcards, posters, etc. They allow people to contact one another and exchange ideas very easily in order to create communities built around common interest and common causes. Listening is also a very important skill in language learning. If we do not get an opportunity to listen to a language, we cannot speak it properly. Hence, there is a need for audio cassettes which contain recitation of poems, narration of stories, etc. Such material will not only be interesting but also be motivating for the learner. Apart from these, we have video cassettes also. These cassettes present a wide variety of information along with detailed descriptions, songs and other dramatic effects. With the use of these audiovisual aids, classroom teaching can be converted into a very joyful learning experience. The audiovisual aids make a lesson more enjoyable and more effective. The use of audiovisual aids also help in better retention of the content. Usually, when we hear something, we tend to forget it within a specific time span. When we see it with our eyes, we remember it for a longer time, and when we perform an activity with our own hands, we understand its process. This is because of the fact that the more the senses are stimulated and involved, the more will be the learning and retention among learners. It is therefore very important that we provide a number of opportunities for listening, speaking, seeing, smelling and touching things and objects. The richer the experiences are, the greater is the incentive for speaking, reading or writing about them. In this age of knowledge explosion, we want to tell the learners a number of things in a very short time. The use of audiovisual aids can be very helpful in this. Through such aids, we can say much in a short time and in a short form what otherwise would take a lot of time and space. We can provide our children much more matter for thinking and acquiring information in a very short time. Thus, a well-developed language program supported by suitable, relevant and effective aids provides a number of enriching experiences. These ultimately lead to the development of language skills in the learner. The aim of teaching with technological media is clearing the channel between the learner and the things that are worth learning. The basic assumption underlying audiovisual aids is that learning with clear understanding stems from sense experiences. When these tools are used, there is greater scope for learners to move about, talk, discuss and comment upon. The use of audiovisual aids provides a touch of reality to the learning situation. The aids also help in providing opportunities of education to people living in remote areas. Thus, the audiovisual aids provide significant gains in informational learning, retention and recall, thinking and reasoning, activity, interest, imagination, better assimilation and personal growth and development. The plus point is that the audiovisual materials supply concrete basis for conceptual thinking. They give rise to meaningful concepts enriched by meaningful association and hence they offer the best solution. Let us summarize the major points we have discussed so far. In this unit, we have discussed the meaning and various types of audiovisual aids. Today, everything is impacted by technological advancements and the development and its delivery. The teaching learning programs have also been affected by it. Use of audiovisual aids is the best example. They are also known as instructional or teaching aids. The process of teaching learning depends upon the different types of equipment available in the classroom. They are known as teaching aids. Teaching aids are of different types: visual aids, audio aids and audiovisual aids. These aids are extension agents that help in facilitating communication when interacting and in teaching learning process. Visual and other aids are only effective if they are appropriate to the situation and are used properly by the presenter. Unsuitable aids or ones that are not used properly can at the best distract and at worst mislead the audience. The classification of audiovisual aids can be done on the basis of learners' sense organs that are influenced by the aids. The aids that involve the sense of hearing or those which can be heard are called audio aids. Auditory learners focus more on the spoken word rather than the written one. Some of the commonly used audio aids in classroom include radio, MP3 player, tape recorder, gramophones, Walkman, headphones, etc. The aids which use sense of vision are called visual aids. They are helpful to visualize things. Some of the commonly used visual aids are actual objects, models, pictures, charts, maps, posters, graphs, newspaper, flashcards, flannel board, bulletin board, flashcards, chalkboard, opaque projectors, overhead projector, slides, graphic aids, three-dimensional aids, print materials, etc. In language learning, visual aids are helpful in developing language skills such as speaking and writing as they stimulate learners' sense of sight. Visual aids are classified into categories such as that do not involve electronic equipments and those that involve aids which are well integrated with machines or electronic equipment. The aids which involve the sense of vision as well as hearing are called audiovisual aids. Audiovisual aids are multisensory materials which motivate and stimulate the individual. The examples of audiovisual aids include television, film projector, film strips, etc. The scope of using such aids has also been discussed. Audiovisual aids help in communication, retention and providing more information in less time. The need for extensive use of audiovisual aids springs from the realization of the fact that teachings supplemented by sight and sound facilitate and enriches the learning process. The audiovisual aids make the best expertise available to the student in the institution, which cannot attract even teachers of higher caliber. The audiovisual aids provide significant gains in informational learning, retention and recall, thinking and reasoning, activity, interest, imagination, better assimilation and personal growth and development.